Hey guys, welcome back to Legends Unleashed. Week three's in the books. Now we're on to week four. Week four, yes, good stuff. A lot of disappointing moments. We'll get to that a little bit later. You'll see. Feel like a little bit out of the picture. Sorry, I look like a new dad with my shirt on. I don't care.
New to dad?
A new dad, not a new dad. What's wrong with you? Okay, so like last week, we're gonna do most or the best player we think week three.
Yeah.
Well, what did we say the most improved? Not the most improved, but
Breakout player?
breakout player. That's what it is. And most disappointing player. So I'll start with my breakout player, then Nick will go to the most disappointing, and then we'll go from there. So yeah. Okay. So my most or my breakout player is Sam Darnold. The Minnesota Vikings. Out of all teams that are 3-0, it's the Minnesota Vikings. How? Blows my mind.
Yeah.
But anyways, hey, good for Sam Darnold. He's really regained his career. He had 4 touchdowns, 0 picks, 181 yards passing. Wished a little bit more passing yards, but still really good. And he was 17 for 28, and he didn't have any rushing yards. Whatever. But anyway, good for him. He's really regained his career and helped the Vikings be 3-0. He's a big part of the reason they are 3-0. I saw he got a bruised knee. It's nothing serious, but if he continues to play the way he is, that team is the sky's the limit for the Minnesota Vikings. And of all teams, Minnesota Vikings.
We both predicted them to be pretty bad this year, so good for them to
I tell you, a lot of predictions we made so far. Man,
look
we're
off.
gonna have to do mid-season remarks and look at that and say, what the heck are we smoking?
Yeah, that'd be kind of sweet. Yeah, because we've been really wrong. So I will say though, my David Njoku prediction of
Who is believing that? I think it's Brock Bowers.
what did that video come up at all?
Well,
Oh, did our
no, our hot takes got destroyed, but one of his hot takes
Oh, no, no, no,
was
no. Our hot takes was on there. That's the first video we did. So yeah, so hot takes. I had David Njoku leading the league in receiving yards per tight ends. He got hurt at the game at week one. He's not played since. But you kept saying Travis Kelsey, and Travis Kelsey has not been targeted.
done nothing. I just figured the veteran of Travis Kelsey and how his quarterback play. But yeah, we were smoking the biggest reefers on some of these. We
Yeah,
went to the Amish and got the biggest doinks and smoked them before we made these videos. Not really, but still
yeah. Our predictions have been awful.
awful. I mean, geez, what are the chances? So I'd say Sam Darnold, he's done really well. They beat a really good Houston Texans team, a really good Houston Texans team. They smoked them.
It drilled them. Yeah.
Was it 34-7? 34-7. That's crazy. So I'll go Sam Darnold, but there's some other breakout players I could say, but I think that's probably the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
So we'll let you go to yours.
All right. So my breakout player, I picked Juwan Jennings. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
he was targeted 12 times. He had 11 receptions.
I didn't realize he had one collision. Wow.
He won collision to him towards the. I don't know what the exclusion was. I didn't see the game. I only saw like the last like minute
I don't watch it.
when they had the game
I'm
winning
not
drive.
happy about week three, but go on.
He had 175 receiving yards and he had 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
That was, I mean, they needed it. Now, obviously, they still lost, so it didn't matter. Rams had an awesome come from behind win. Um, but heck of a game for him, though. He had 0 touchdowns before before today, before not before today, before Sunday. And now he has 3 touchdowns, and he is tied for the league lead. Um, Good for him for having a heck of a game. Just couldn't pull it out there for the 49ers.
Honestly, I think really he's proved in a big way that, with Debo Samuel got hurt.
Yeah,
Brandon Ayuk, I don't know if he was playing.
he's playing. Is that the whole
He's not getting.
the whole situation? I think is a little.
It's a little rough right at the moment.
Yeah,
And then who's the other? George Pittman's out, so he's really stepped up in a big, big way for them.
yeah.
Okay, so but other breakout players, honorable mentions, we can throw out Jaden Daniels had an awesome game, good for him. Really regained or really stepping up big time for them. Trying to go off here. The guy I don't want to mention, but you gotta mention the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton. Um, I'm telling you right now, this guy's back, and he's gonna lead the Jets to playoffs. Aaron freaking Rodgers. That man is amazing. He's back.
Uh,
Love that Aaron Rodgers is back. So much fun watching.
I'm still thinking.
I know. Most disappointing player. We should just go with what we both think is true. Two players, both quarterbacks. One for your favorite team and one for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
So Deshaun Watson though was not really the issue. He got sacked how many times, but that was more because of off the line didn't give him any time to throw the ball.
I mean, there's like, we look at like an individual player having that game. You have to look at it as a unit.
Yeah,
My gosh, the unit of
he was sacked 8 times. Yeah,
Browns line.
yeah, the Browns off the line is the worst in the league. Kind of close. But he throws through for 100, he threw for 196 yards. He had 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Um,
Or you go look at Trevor Lawrence,
um,
who was unreal.
Trevor Lawrence. Yeah,
Or we can
okay. I have my decision.
go ahead, just
I'm gonna go Trevor Lawrence again. Didn't really want to pick the same guy twice in a row, but
you tell me off video that you don't want to bully a man, but you know what?
Trevor Lawrence deserves to be bullied because
No, no one deserves to be bullied. We're not supporting bullyism on this channel. We are we work at a great school. We don't need that crap. But no, I mean, in all reality, when we say bully, it's just like we have to really criticize them and say this is ridiculous.
yeah, yeah, he was awful.
We can tell you're like, okay, I guess. But no, he's awful. I mean, and they have so many weapons. How can you be that bad with those many weapons?
4.7 yards per. Jeez. Still not worse than picking Deshaun Watson though with those yards per pass. But yeah, my opinion of him has not changed. Most overrated player in the league. He's not a top 10 quarterback. He's
I think he's top 15. It's generous. If he could,
top
he's
15.
got to prove.
He is better than Deshaun Watson,
That's
but
not saying much.
that's not saying much because right now, statistically, Deshaun Watson is only better than two quarterbacks, and that is Bryce Young and Will Levis. And Bryce Young just got benched for and
And Will Levis is one of us right now.
yeah.
I've been supportive of Will Levis, but he's
Will Levis puts mayonnaise in his coffee.
now that's bullying.
Yeah,
Flagness.
okay, I'm sorry. You learn to be bullied if you put mayonnaise in your coffee.
Another, we don't support bullyingism on this channel. I don't care. I just heard that word. Another player who's been really bad is Anthony Richardson. He was 10 for 20, 167 yards, 2 interceptions, and 24 rushing yards. He's been terrible. They won, but he's not proved anything like what we thought he would.
Yeah, I mean, he's just inconsistent, I think. I think he has potential to be really good, but he just,
Terrible.
yeah, I don't know. I'm really hoping he does well because I really like his physique, if you could say. I don't know. I like his arm. I like uh his running ability, but yeah, it just we'll see. He's very inconsistent. He wasn't a great player in Florida, but he does have the ability to be a great NFL quarterback. He just needs to be developed into one.
Inconsistent. I mean, I think he's got a great head coach, but it's
Yeah,
so. All right, we're gonna jump into week 4. We kind of just briefly over those players. We don't want to go too much and bore you guys and make you fall asleep on the channel.
yeah.
Sorry if you do, whatever. That's your prerogative. Okay, so week 4, we're gonna start off with Thursday night football. We're recording this on Wednesday, so we're not cheating in case we say who we think is gonna win.
Cowboys Giants.
Cowboys Giants, an old school rivalry. It's at New
Back
York.
to back weeks, but man, nothing.
What do you mean? Jets and Patriots could have been a great game. And you picked the Patriots, and I picked the Jets.
I was wrong. I thought that Jacoby Stat was about to go ham on him, and he just didn't.
No, because Aaron Rodgers is back. Can't deny Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
But also, I do want to say, I do kind of like the Monday night back 2 games.
Yeah, like
That
that.
makes it interesting. They're doing it this week too.
Those are two. Okay, I like that.
Okay, so but Dallas is favored by -6, and it's at New York.
It sucked though. All right, we've gone.
I haven't looked at it. What are they?
It's. I mean,
I think the one's gonna be good.
the second game could be good. The freaking Titans Dolphins is going to be like what the pay drive. Will Levis trying to freaking throw the ball is going to be like,
He throw it backwards, and his coach could call him dumb again. That was hilarious.
yeah,
He's not afraid to call now.
that's something. All right,
All right.
Cowboys Giants. All right, you go first with your prediction.
I like the momentum the Giants had last week. Got a good win off a. The Browns still have a really good defense. I just think they got to find the groove and get everything rolling. But I do like what the Giants did, and they got a lot of momentum going forward. Cowboys are really, I don't know, they're kind of struggling. They're not really, they should be really dominating, but they're not. I'm going to go on a little bit of upset. I'm going to say the Giants. Just, I think with that week 3 win, that really helps them get in good position. Daniel Jones has a good game that really, Daniel Jones has got to have a good game in order to, for them to win this game. And it's
Yeah.
New York, it helps a little bit, but still, there's never know.
So yeah, so it's between a really bad offense against a defense that was supposed to be good, but the Cowboys defense has been awful
That's not,
so far.
this
Um,
is surprising. I think they'd be at least somewhat better.
I'm gonna go the Cowboys close.
I think it's gonna be close. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it go either way, but I'm gonna go the Cowboys strictly because I'd be surprised if Daniel Jones can string two solid games in a row. Um, now maybe he will. I mean, Malik Neighbors though, dog, he torched my Browns defense like crazy last week. But I'm going Cowboys here.
Okay. First 1 o'clock game I have is Pittsburgh at Indianapolis. Pittsburgh's favorites by -1.5. Pittsburgh's undefeated. Anthony Richardson has not been playing well. I think it's gonna be a long day for Anthony Richardson personally. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Their defense is playing really good.
Top five defense.
Pittsburgh, yes. And their offense has got to do a little bit more for me to get excited. I kind of like they kind of bland. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see. But I'm going to go Pittsburgh, and it's not going to be close.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with upset here.
Whoa! Okay, I see. I see.
I'm going Colts. I mean, the Steelers look really good so far. I will say. I was not as high on them as uh, I should have been maybe, but they look really good. I'm going Colts just because I feel like the Colts are due for a really solid game here. I think Steelers are due for a loss. Yeah. So I'm going Colts.
Okay, the next game is Minnesota at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by -2.5. I don't think Minnesota Vikings are going to 4 now. I think Green Bay is playing really well without Jordan Love, and he might come back this week.
Yeah.
If this he comes back, I think that's a for sure win for them. But I mean, Malik Willis has done a very good job for them, and
Yeah,
I'm glad.
Blake Willis.
Yeah,
I
Browns should trade for him.
I would rather eat blue.
But
But
over Deshaun Watson, crazy.
yes, we're still paying them money
I know.
to get rid of Deshaun Watson right now. Um,
But no, I'm going to go Green Bay. I think they're playing really good. I think they're doing a really good job this year. Minnesota's done a good job too. I'm not saying they haven't, but I think it's at Green Bay, and that's going to be a big deciding factor. So I'm going to go with Green Bay, and I think it's going to be relatively close.
I think they're due for some regression here. I think they're due for a loss, but I mean they look really good. Sam Darnold, man, he's gonna have the Geno Smith type of career. He's still young. He's only like what 27, something like that.
Keep going on the video, and I'll tell you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure 27. I think I saw it there.
27, yeah.
Um, and he's gonna be like Geno Smith, where you know they wrote him off, but he didn't write back.
I think he can. I really think he can. He's just got to, it's. I don't want the pressure getting to him. I think he
Yeah,
needs to put his out there in place.
I mean,
The last thing he wants, like, oh, he's doing really good. Keep going, Sam Darnold. You're going to regain your career. And then he just absolutely folds.
it's very possible. I mean, but the thing is, though, it just could be possible though that he was just really too really. bad organizations with the Jets
And the
who and
Panthers.
the Panthers and with the Jets, different different coaches they have now. I think
I think it was Todd Bowles.
was it that I forget who the court. Oh, it was Adam Gase.
Oh gosh.
Adam Gase sucks. The reason why he's not going to get more.
No, maybe not Gase. Let me see. 2018.
I'm sure it's Adam Gase. I know Adam Gase coached him at one point.
Yeah.
I think it was Adam Gase in 2018.
Todd Bowles.
That was in 2018, and
Then 2019, Adam Gase. Which they were 7-9 that first year at Adam Gase, which they were bad, but man, he's terrible.
then Dolphins paid him. But I'm going Vikings. I think Sam Darnold is going to have an MVP type year.
Big. That's big. Jackson.
17-0, baby. Not. But go on.
No. Next game is Jacksonville at Houston. Houston is favored by -6.5. I'm gonna go with Houston. I think they had a very disappointing loss, and they showed a very poor performance last week against Minnesota. So I think they're really going to regain and take it to Jaguars. I don't think it's going to be even close. And I think if they lose pretty bad this weekend, I'm sorry to say this, Jags fan, but I think Doug Peterson will be fired. That's my hot take for this weekend.
Honestly, so I've been hearing people talk, just fans, not anybody big, but people saying like, is he going to make it the entire year? A lot of people don't think he's going to.
No, I mean they're not playing good to with that talent they have on offense with Travis Etienne, with Brian Thomas Jr., Christian Kirk, Luke Farrell. Who else did I miss?
Well, they have Evan Ingram, but
Evan
he's
Ingram.
out right now, though. He's hurt. I think he's probably still going to be out this week, too.
But who else they got? Um,
We have Gabe Davis. Did you mention him?
Gabe Davis. Um, and they have some other options, but those are really probably the biggest ones. Maybe I missed someone. I don't know.
Yeah,
As of right now, no.
they're just a disaster. I mean,
They don't have their offense is just not going to be. Their defense is atrocious.
this is the worst in the league.
I mean, so I don't think it's going to be close. I think Houston's really going to step on their throats, and it's just not going to be a fun game for Jacksonville.
Yeah, I like your pick, and I'm going to stay with that pick. I'm going Houston by 40. I think
Wow.
if Deshaun Watson could torch that secondary, CJ Stroud is going to throw for 500 yards against the secondary. Unless their offensive line just
And he's not being real 500 yards. I wouldn't think you're being real, but you think it's going to be a nightmare.
it's going to be a nightmare for Jacksonville. And yes, I was not being sarcastic. Once the 500 yards, he's going to throw for 500 yards.
I like though. I like your way you're honest this. We have nothing start the weekend.
Yeah, one more thing. I think he's going to mess up that secondary. It's going to be a long day for Jacksonville fans. I wouldn't even turn on TV.
No, I will watch it for the first couple minutes, and then if you see Houston score with this, you're done.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, they'll shock us, and Jaguars will bounce back and win huge, but I doubt it.
It usually happens when I pick one.
I know it does. Next game is New Orleans Saints. Excuse me, at Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are favorites by -2.5. I like both teams. I like where they're at, what they're doing this season. Houston or New Orleans had a little bit of rough game last week against Philly. They should have won, but they didn't. Atlanta had a disappointing loss Sunday Night Football. I'm going to go with it's a toss up for me. I think it's going to be back and forth, but I'm going to go Atlanta and then nail biter. I do like what New Orleans is doing though, but
Yeah.
if it was in New Orleans, I think I would go them.
Yeah. Good pick. I'm going Atlanta as well. I think Atlanta has proven to me that they're a good team.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's going to take a little bit for them to get that groove.
like they're 1-2, yes, but they look like a really good team to me. That offense, I really, really love Mooney in that offense.
Oh, I do too.
He,
That was probably one of the best signings this offseason.
yeah, like he is Kirk Cousins' security blanket right now. He's been perfect for that team. Um, and they probably should have won last week, but I forget how they lost.
I can't remember, but
Yeah, it was so long ago. But
it was like fourth and goal, or it was like fourth and something, and
yeah, I
they
remember
had a
that.
stupid play. I thought.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, it's not this is not the point. But I think I'm going Falcons here. I think Falcons are showing me that they're a good team, and I think they're going to continue being like that.
Yep. Okay, next game is LA Rams at Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears turn -3. I think Chicago really needs to come out and win. I really honestly do. 49 or Rams had a comeback win against the 49ers. I think it was a comeback win or
Yeah, you just go back one, yeah.
so, but I think Chicago really needs to step up. And Caleb Williams really needs to step up. It's going to be a little bit tough because Kyron Williams is having an unbelievable start to the season.
Yeah,
But I think Rams are going to, or Bears are going to win a little bit of a nail biter.
yeah, Brett. Okay, I'm going Rams here as well.
I'm going the Rams also. I picked the Bears.
Bears. Okay, I'm picking the Rams. Um,
That's the
I thought you said definitely the Rams at first.
I thought about it like when I was thinking in my head, like maybe the Rams with the running game
Yeah,
is going to be too much for Bears. But I think Bears really got to show up. I mean, they have to.
yeah. Caleb Williams has had a really rough start to the season.
And I think if they keep losing, watch out. I think Matt Eberflus will be fired.
He's still right.
I think they should have. I mean, if that direction you're going to a young quarterback and trying to improve that offense, you kind of should have went to an offensive direction. Even though that anybody could do the job. I mean, I'm not saying only offense guys could do it, but I mean, I feel like it's just that's a lot of pressure on Matty Eberflus.
Yeah, and just I'm hoping Caleb Williams, steps up a little bit. I guess he's been pretty rough to start the start of his career. Which is, rookies, it could be a rough year one, and they get a new coach that will fit his style of play really better, and then he'll end up being that quarterback that they've been looking for.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm going Rams.
Next game is Philly at Tampa Bay. Philly is favored by -2. I'm gonna go with Philly. I know they had a little bit of a disappointing game last week, but I think Jalen Hurts is going to have a better game. I think Tampa Bay doesn't look really impressive to me. I mean, Baker's done a good job for them,
He's been good about that. I'll give him credit there.
but I don't think the defense is legit.
No, I don't think so either. I'm
They gave up a lot of points to the Broncos. The Broncos haven't done anything all year. So,
Bo next. He lost to Bo next.
but I like Bo Nix, but yeah, that was Bo Nix was sort of start the season. They let him. He didn't have any touchdowns or interceptions, which is crazy, but he still they did a good job. So I'm gonna go with Philly.
I'm going Philly as well. Um, I think they're gonna want to come out this week, and have a much stronger showing. And they did one last week, but it was a little sloppy.
Yes.
Um,
Hurts was sloppy for sure.
yeah, I mean, really sloppy game. I think the Eagles win. Um, I think that defense will be too much for Baker to handle. Okay, moving on.
Here's my upset for the week. It could be, but I'll keep going down and we'll see. Cincy at Carolina. Cincy is favored by -4. I'm gonna go with the Carolina Panthers. Really good game last week. The Red Rifle Indy Dawn came out and tattooed my Raiders. Sad, but just that's the basic facts. But I think Cincinnati is struggling. That's another coach. I think if the Cincinnati keeps struggling, Zach Taylor's got to go.
I'm gonna push it on to get fired from there for about 2 years now. Even after they made the Super Bowl. I don't think it's a good coach. I think he's holding that team back. I think they would have a Super Bowl by now if they didn't have Zach Taylor.
Well, they were talking about. I saw on Facebook that Marvin Lewis that he had a pep talk with the Bengals when he was their coach and says, "This is your team, fix it." To the players. I think he was a great motivator and great coach. I feel like Zach Taylor, and no disrespect to him, I really like Zach Taylor. I do. But to me, I feel like he's riding the Joe Burrow wave. Like they got lucky what they got situated. Like
Yeah.
you get Joe Burrow, oh, next year, let's go get Jamar Chase. I mean, they're blessed with great talent all the way around.
Yeah.
But I just think Cincinnati hasn't really shown enough to make me excited about that team.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of soft, but
That defense is rough. It's not. I mean, I think. See, now I have opinions about Joe Burrow. He's a top five quarterback, but I think he is a tad bit overrated by a lot of media outlets. The people that say he's a top two quarterback.
no,
Like, people say that he's a second best quarterback. Everybody says Mahomes is the best because he is, but
I don't think Burrow is second. That's Josh Allen.
Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. I mean, Burrow's great. I love Burrow.
I think I'd have Burrow either 4 or 5.
I have him top five. Yeah. I mean, when he's healthy and plays lights out,
Yeah,
I wanted to pick Cincinnati, but I think they had a rough showing. And Carolina showed without Bryce Young playing, they're really good unison. Now they lost I'm feeling, but I don't think it's gonna hurt them much. They have still decent weapons otherwise. So
Yeah,
who you got?
I'm going to pick as well. Um, I think Andy Dalton is going to show them that they should have never got rid of him.
Hey, I forgot about that. They could. He could.
He could be the quarterback right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now they got want to be Eminem. So shady. You
There
see
you
his
go.
hair? He's blondie.
Oh my God. Next game is Denver at New York Jets.
Yeah,
Jets favored minus 7.5. I'm going Jets. Aaron Rodgers back. I I don't think it's gonna be a close game. I think Denver's offense that cannot handle a Jets defense. Nope. And then I hope Nathaniel Hackett rubs it in the Broncos' face. Can't stand that organization. Not because they're just because of their overall thing. You know, I liked Nathaniel Hackett. I understand he did terrible with that team as a head coach, but I hope he goes after that. Stop being criticizing him. I hope he goes in there and he's just absolutely hating forward on them.
I
I hate him.
I think I think I'm going Jets as well. The Jets. I I even though the Broncos got a nice win last week, I still don't think they're a good team. And I think that defense, the dead Jets defense, is gonna be too tough for Bo Nix to handle. I think Bo Pix is gonna be back this week, and I think the Jets win.
Next game is Washington at Arizona. Arizona's favorite minus 3. I'm gonna go Washington. I like what they did, and Jane Daniels is really. I think he should have been the first quarterback taken if he's playing the way he keeps doing.
Yeah, I mean, he was the QB I was the highest on, and my playoff prediction for Washington is not looking too bad right now.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make deep. I don't know if they'll make playoffs, but if they play with like they did last week, they got a shot. I think Washington. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think Marvin Harrison's still gonna be a really big factor in this game, but I'm gonna go Washington nail biter.
Yeah, I'm going Washington as well. I think it'll be close, like you said, but I think Dan Daniels is that guy. Terry McLaurin finally got a quarterback. I mean,
Yeah, I thought Sam Howell would have been decent, but
that
he made a lot of turnovers,
I
a lot of
mean
mistakes.
that dime from uh uh Dan
Didn't
Daniels um to Terry McLaurin to win
awesome.
basically to win the game, that over the shoulder catch. That was awesome. He is that guy. He's going to be the QB of that organization for many years to come. I'm very happy for him after his entire career, his college career played out. You know, he transferred from Arizona State, and they were like glad he was gone. Arizona, his Arizona,
He
mocking him.
won a Heisman. He stuck it to them.
Yeah, he won a Heisman with LSU. Yeah, he was a top five pick, and I think Blake Neighbors is the rookie of the year favorite right now, but don't overlook Dan Daniels winning an award this year.
Absolutely.
They're about to fall off.
All right, New England at San Francisco. San Francisco is here by minus 10. See, I have a toss about this because I really don't like San Francisco's play of late. And they're losing key components. And I don't think it could continue that. And I don't think their defense is really. They lost Javon Hargrove. I think he's out for the year.
Yeah,
That hurts the middle of that defensive line. I'm going to say New England at the last second. I'm going to say a last second field goal. New England wins it. That might be my upset of the week. Because, I mean, they have San Francisco win by minus 10 or more.
yeah.
I'm going to go New England. I think it's going to be a nail biter. I think it's going to be a slow start for New England, but I think they're going to pull it off in the end in the last second.
I think New England is also going to kick a last second field goal, and
Do you think that too?
I think he's going to double doink it and miss it, and the 49ers are going to win.
Damn it. I thought you were going my route. All right.
Actually, I was more joking there, but I do think the 49ers are going to win. Close. Because the 49ers did not impress me, but I do think they come out and get a win. Um, they got to keep beating Juwan Jennings.
Yeah, they have to. That's a big thing. And then hopefully get Brandon Ayuk more involved too. So, Kansas City, LA Chargers. Kansas City's favored by minus 7.5. I think Kansas City is not going to be undefeated after this weekend. I think Chargers. This is the one time I want Jim Harbaugh to really pull it together and go out there and beat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Can't stand them. So,
BT fans out there. All right, I'm actually gonna also go with the Chargers. Um,
J.K. Dobbins,
J.K. Dobbins,
come on,
J.K.
Governor,
Dobbins.
go.
The Chiefs have been threatening with losing uh,
I think they get saved by grace.
the last 2 weeks. I mean, the Chiefs are not going to go undefeated. They're not going to.
It's hard.
It's
It's
not happening.
hard.
It's so hard. I think they're going to lose this week. And I think the Chargers are a good team. Jim Harbaugh seems to be really turning that team around. Uh,
Mhm.
Now it all depends though if Justin Herbert's going to play. 'Cause I know he got hurt, but
I think it's looking like he's my.
well, I mean,
So yeah, well, we both think the Chargers are going to win, and
yeah,
Jim Harbaugh's really turned that program around a little bit. Or program, sound like we're in college football still. But no, he's done a really good job. So
yeah, really good job. Um, I already,
yeah, you picked the
yeah,
Chargers.
the
Yeah.
Chargers.
All right, next game uh, is Cleveland Browns at or LV Raiders. Raiders are favored by minus two. He's the Browns fan. I'm the Raiders fan. It's not going to be a fun week for both of us. I'm going to go with the Browns. I think Raiders just had a really disappointing loss. If they don't make the quarterback change, it's really going to hurt them down the road. And I think it's going to be a long game for Gardner Minshew if he just does not play to his full capability. I love the Raiders. I want them to win. I want them to take it seriously. Every week they need to go out there and play their hearts out and play better. Last week it was inexcusable losing to Carolina, in my opinion, but they were ready to play and we weren't. We didn't show up for anything. And I wish AP would have said, you know what, Gardner Minshew, you're done. Luke Getsy, get out of here. I give Luke Getsy the benefit of the doubt. I'll wait till the middle of the season and see what he does. I'm going to give him because I put up with Josh McDaniels for a year and a half, so
All right.
I'm gonna
Well,
go Browns.
I'm going Raiders in a blowout. I think we'll lose by 30. I think that um, our entire team is awful. Our players are injured. Our pets' heads are falling off.
You get that reference? Good for you.
But it just the whole 9 yards. We're not a good team. Deshaun Watson doesn't look good at all. Like I said, he's had some moments, some good moments there, um, but I mean, Miles Garrett might not even play, so that's great. Um, but um, but it just gonna be a bad week for us. And also, we're bad on the road, so it's not gonna be good. It's in the West Coast. I think he's Gardner Minshew is going to absolutely torch our defense just like he did last year in Indianapolis.
All right, next game is Sunday Night Football. It's Buffalo at Baltimore. Baltimore is favored minus 2.5. I'm gonna go Buffalo. I like the success they've been having so far. You know, they've been doing a really good job. They've been surprising me for a little bit.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a really close game, but I think Buffalo's gonna squeeze out with a win.
yeah. Um, sorry, 1 second.
And I think Baltimore has some momentum going in from last week beating the Cowboys, but I still think it's gonna be a I don't know. I think Josh Allen at this point is a little bit better than Lamar.
Close, but yes. Um, I'm going Ravens here. I think I think with the momentum of last week's win for the Ravens, I think the Bills are due for a loss. Um, and it's in Baltimore too. So I think Lamar Jackson is going to have a really good game.
That's gonna help them because it's in Baltimore.
Yeah.
So, all right, two Monday Night Football games. Two of them.
Feel like there's less games this week. I don't know.
I could go with these two Monday Night Football games because I don't think next week, following week, no. But it's already bye week next week. Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, beside the point. Tennessee at Miami. Miami's favored minus one. I think two bad teams. I don't think Miami's particularly good. Now, granted, they don't have two playing. Tennessee needs a must win. I'm gonna go Tennessee. I'm just hoping Will Levis can get his crap together and really play. but we'll see. I mean, but I think Tennessee's gonna get it done.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I'm going Miami. Still the quarterback situation is a little hairy for Miami right now, but I think even though that situation is a little bad right now, I still think it's better than Will Levis, and I'm going Miami.
All right, and last one is Seattle at Detroit. Detroit's here -3.5. I think Detroit's gonna win. I think they need to get right back on track, keep playing good, and get them in the position to be in hopefully a number one seed in the NFC, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So I would go with Detroit. I like what their team consists of, but don't sleep on Seattle. I think Seattle's still a very good team at
Yeah,
the end of the day.
good pick. I'm going Detroit as well. I think they need to come out and have a great game this week. I think they're going to get it done. Seattle 3-0, but in Detroit, I think the Lions get it done.
Yeah. It should be a really good game. I mean, if it was at Seattle, that'd be electric.
Yeah, those fans. Yeah,
All right, that wraps up our breakout player from week three and our most player in week three, and then our week four predictions. Let us know what you guys think about your team, how it's going for you guys, what you enjoyed about the season so far. Let us know, and like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends.
yeah,
Down and show people our videos. So,
yeah.
all right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.